Hey, this is Cole from Lifetech. You have made a great decision logging in to the third video, the 3 of 7 videos. This is my all-time favorite Child Millionaire calculator due to the fact that we now hit people where it counts. Every parent, every grandparent, every person, you can't deny it, has the dream of owning a home. Imagine that. As a parent, do you not dream that your child, that your client's children, putting yourself in your client's shoes, could you not imagine how precious it is to be able to purchase that family home, that place where memories are built, where equity is built, where you learn the understanding truly of an asset? So one of the things I always like to say to my clients, and as you know, I sell a ton of whole life insurance from using this particular tool, Child Millionaire. As we say, through the lens of a child, business owners, high net worth individuals, ultra high net worth individuals will be able to see through the lens of a child, which they could not see otherwise. Every mother, father, aunt, uncle, human being has a soft spot for kids. Deep down, your clients, your prospects know a child, relate to a child, and would love to serve the generation that that child is in. The frightening thing is that today's generation, whether you're on the beginning of the generation or on the end of the generation, is highly unlikely that you're going to be able to afford a home. Now, think today, if your clients, your parents' clients, or anyone you know that is, say, 20, 30 years old, are they able to afford a house? Do they have a down payment? Do they have hundreds of thousands of dollars? Do they have 20% down on any market in North America to be able to afford a home? Is the real estate market in a giant bubble? Well, we all know the answer is yes. We all know that whole life insurance, assets funded early in a safe way, and that was the second video, that was the second to last video that you just watched, and congratulations for getting here to this video. Assets funded early and funded the right way in the right type of asset, and that asset is whole life insurance. You advisors, I know you want to sell more whole life insurance. It pays the best and it serves the best. Where often do you get to have your cake and eat it too? Okay, now you want to take your clients all the way through all 7 stages. This is a first meeting tool. How do you want to show up? I always say it, you want to show up different. What does a confused mind says? It says no. So here we go. We've had the whole life. We capitalized the policy. We identified a coffee a day, a Starbucks a day, a Dunkin' Donuts a day, a Canadian Tim Hortons a day. What does that get for your child? If you're to sacrifice that one coffee, $200 a month funded for 20 years, $48,000 all in. All right. We went to the start investment funding early. We went through crypto investments. We went through real estate investments. We went through what is the dream? How do you want to get there? And we have arrived, the family home. This is the iconic goal for every parent, for all of your clients. Now, you may not even be the type of advisor who's serving clients who have any interest in being a first-time home buyer. You may be serving real estate investors. Real estate investors are our actual absolute best client. We've done so much data and so much analysis on the industry, and the absolute best person to go after to promote infinite banking, whole life insurance as a cash value leverage strategy, tax benefits, are real estate investors. They get it. How many doors do you want to have? This will get them there. All right, let's dive in. We have age 30. We talked about milestone ages, right? We originally funded the policy at 0. We went to the last calculator, age 20, fast forward 10 more years. You have age 30 up here. Down in the bottom right, it says 40 years, right? What we're going to do with our clients is we're going to say, hey, what's 30 plus 40? The answer is 70. Why 70? This is the reality of retirement. This is the reality that a lot of 70-year-olds today still have mortgages. This is really, really frightening. This is not living the American dream. This is not living the Canadian dream. The fact that you're 70 and you still have a mortgage is really quite depressing. We have a solution for that. $77,000 is now what the cash value is. That was based on the 2 data points of life insurance policy when the child was 1 year old, $200 a month, net investment into the asset, or contribution, or deposit is a better word that we like to use. We actually like to avoid using the word investment. Net deposit into the asset, in this case, whole life insurance, $48,000. Well, at age 30, what does that $48,000 look like? $77,000. What can you do with it? Okay, well, you can take it out. It's still going to grow through the mechanism of collateral assignment, or a premium loan, or a policy loan. Lots of different ways to do it. The pure way to do it from an infinite banking perspective is a policy loan. This is what Nelson Natch preached. This is what he taught, was a policy loan. Now, today, 30 years later, there are different ways to access the money. And that's a conversation, and that's a video, a whole different video. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing a Johnny Cash t-shirt today, and I'm doing that intentionally. We call that, I should call this Johnny Cash value, but we'll get there. Okay, I think that was a book that just fell down behind me. I bet you it was a book on Johnny Cash. There is one, believe it or not. Anyways, we'll see if the guys that make this video edit that out or not. If it's in, it's funny. The book just fell down. Okay, here we are, $200 a month. Home value, $350,000. Down payment, 10%. Now you're going to sit with your clients. You're going to simply go through this. You're going to identify your smart behavior at age 30 has already created $77,000. Now you, as the owner of the policy, or your clients as the owner of the policy, have that $77,000 to do whatever they want with. One of the things that they can do, if they were smart, is they gave the policy. If your child was ready and your client's child was ready at age 20, they handed the policy over, possibly at age 20. Maybe they did it at age 18. Maybe they weren't ready yet and they hung on to the policy. What can that do? Well, that's an emergency fund. That's a vacate. It doesn't have to go to the family home, but for this, we're going to heavily suggest that you use this money and illustrate this to your clients. What's possible at age 30? Age 30, you're going to buy a home, maybe a first home, might be a second home. Let's dive into it. Here's what we have with these three different sliders. And why we use sliders very intentionally is we try and stay away from spreadsheets. And again, you're sitting down with a client in the very first meeting. You could skip past the life insurance capitalization stage. You could skip past the safe investments. You go straight into this. I do it all the time. I literally just sit down with my clients and I said, hey, is it important for you to know that your child, by the time they're 30, is going to be able to afford their home? They're going to go, yeah, we really want to be able to put our child at age 30 in that position. Okay. Do you drink coffee? Yeah. What do you drink? Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons? Oh, Starbucks. Great. What does that cost you per month on average? Yeah. Well, I bet you it's about $200. You'd be surprised. Carry a little pad and paper around with you and mark down every time you tap your way through the drive-through or tap your way through a Starbucks line. It adds up. So can you afford $200 a month? Apparently you can. All you have to do is cut out a coffee. Anyways, it's kind of fun. You get the point. So we're going to look at $200 a month. We're going to look at a $350,000 house. We can move this $350,000 house quite high. We can move this all the way up to $1 million. Again, this is not an illustration tool. This is a first meeting tool. This is the type of tool that you want to be able to sit down with your clients and show them exactly what is possible. Down payment, we have 10%, 15%, we have 20%. Now, let's check this out, $350,000 home. Let's just use that as a model. What's the average down payment that parents, clients, people like to be able to put down on a home? It's about 20%. This seems to be the norm. This seems to be the average. This seems to be the relatable number to a lot of people. So 20%. Can you afford 20% based on your good behavior and funding your own policy? Well, $77,000 down payment at 70% or 20% is $70,000, as you can see right here. So yeah, and just follow my little cursor around as I go. $70,000 is available through a policy loan you can take out, and you have an additional $7,000 left over. What can you do with that? Well, you could maybe refinish the driveway, buy some furniture, awesome flat screen TV. Who knows? Throw a big housewarming party. Not sure, but you have the money. It's theirs to use, or you could take that money, that $7,000, go back and buy more crypto or buy more Bitcoin or make an investment of some sort. Buy some gold. Not really sure what you're into, but make sure it's standardized asset. Make sure it's as non-inflationary as possible, and please make sure that it is standardized. Okay, well, maybe $350,000 doesn't get you very far. $350,000 is not really a great investment. Let's move this. It's not going to get you much of an investment. $350,000 is not going to get you very far in the housing market. So you can, as I see, I'm moving this toggle here, the home value forward, and what's happening to the down payment as I move it forward? Well, it's going backwards. So let's say you're in maybe a more downtown, a more urban market, and you've got to afford maybe a $550,000 house is a starter home in this case. So you're thinking to yourself, well, the 20% number down really makes a lot of sense to me. I really like that 20% number. And, I'm going to actually just share a really quick tip because I'm going to get into some upsell strategies now, because what's going to happen here is you're going to see that if your clients are interested in a 20% down, they're going to want to input more into their policy. $250, does that get you there? $300, does that get you there? $350, does that get there? I'll often, with this tool, I'll just go straight to this calculator right here, and I'll preempt them before I show them any illustrations. Because what does a confused mind say? What does a confused mind say? It says no. What do spreadsheets do to me? They confuse me. What do they do to you? They may not confuse you. And you're probably smarter than me, but I'll tell you, the average person is getting confused by spreadsheets. What do we want to do every day as advisors that are selling whole life insurance? We want to serve people. We want to make money. Maybe we want to make money and we want to serve people. However you flip those around, that's up to you. But I'll tell you one thing, you're going to make more money and you're going to serve more people by selling more whole life insurance, by explaining the concept of infinite banking. What I'm about to show you right now is an upsell. It's an amazing upsell strategy. You're already seeing the premium dollars go up. Well, premium dollars now cannot be looked at by your client as an investment or as a bill payment. This is a deposit. This is deposit into money. As soon as they do this, they're going to use once, but twice, guaranteed. And we're going to unpack what that looks like specifically. The second thing I want to share with you is when you're putting life insurance on a child, do mom and dad need to have life insurance? Yeah, they do. We have another calculator I'm going to show you. Maybe we'll put a link down below here today. That would be fantastic. It's called Beans to Dreams. Again, the coffee theme, Beans to Dreams. This is a recruitment calculating tool. If you are the type of advisor who's bringing people on using Child Millionaire, using the housing tool within Child Millionaire, gives you the ability to upsell. You're going to have to sell mom and dad life insurance. So now you're talking about through the lens of a child. What will parents do? They see it. Hey, Cole, will this work for my business? Sure. You can actually use Child Millionaire to illustrate what's possible for the business. You can actually use Child Millionaire to say, hey, mom and dad, technically, if you want to do this for the child, and what parent wouldn't, honestly, you're also going to need life insurance. The parents are going to need life insurance. So now you're not selling one policy, you're selling 3 policies. And we unpack this a little more clearly for you in the Beans to Dreams calculator. Please go ahead and look at the Beans to Dreams calculator after you're done watching all 7 videos. Stay focused. All right. Okay. So let's go back down now to the $550,000. You want to do 20%. Can you get there? Ooh, you can. Look at that. $350 a month in total of $84,000 over 20 years. If your clients can't afford it, coach them on talking to their grandparents, coach them on asking grandma and grandpa to cut out as many Christmas presents and do a cash deposit into your child's banking system. It instantly affects how many generations? The answer is 3. 3 generations. All right, so there you have it. $350 down. You have $550,000 house at 110%. $110,000 down payment. You got $136,000. You have another $26,000 available in the policy. What can you do with that as it relates to the house? You could put an addition on it. You could open up a rental suite, a suited unit. You could start now becoming a real estate investor. You're instantly putting your child into a place to earn passive income. Okay, well, that's the tool. I am very, very, very fired up about this one. I use it all the time. I've closed a ton of business using this. I have, more importantly, served a ton of people using this tool. The next video is coming up, video number 4. You're going to love it. Now your child is moving away from being a real estate investor, and they are now an income property. They're moving away from being a residential homeowner, and now they're moving into being an income property. They are an actual real estate investor. We're going to show you what that's like. Milestone age 40, your smart behavior, your client's smart behavior is actually earning and gaining momentum, and they're off doing what they need to do, which is generating passive income and practicing financial stewardship. Go ahead, click comment, please. We will get back to you. We will provide you with amazing feedback on your comments on how to build these illustrations, design them, and watch the 4th video. Do it right now.